Hello everybody and welcome to Gaming Through the Ages, where we dig deep to discover the history of your favourite video games. In this episode we'll be covering Team Fortress, the world's most popular war-themed hat simulator. June 22nd, 1996, the game Quake is released, a first-person shooter developed by id Software and published by GT Interactive. 3 developers, Robin Bro Walker, John Jolie Cook, and Ian Scuba Corley, take notice of the game and its extensive modding community, and found the company Team Fortress Software. Shortly after this, they released their first Quake mod, Quake World Team Fortress. It didn't take long before the game started getting attention. It quickly became one of the most played Quake mods. One notable example of this attention was that of Valve Software, now known simply as Valve. Valve had just released their debut game Half-Life. The developers of Team Fortress were then hired by Valve to make a sequel to Team Fortress, and in 1998, Team Fortress 2 Brotherhood of Arms was announced, which was to be a commercial expansion pack for Half-Life. However, it didn't take long for them to realise an entire sequel might be slightly too ambitious, so settled that at first they would create a port of the original Team Fortress to Valve's Gold Source engine, which itself is a heavily modified version of the Quake engine. (1999) Team Fortress Classic is released. The game was developed using the publicly available Half-Life software development kit, as an example of what could be achieved using the power of Gold Source. But the journey of Team Fortress wasn't quite done there. While it was true Valve had delayed TF2, it didn't mean they weren't working on it. However, Valve weren't happy with the look and feel for Team Fortress 2 Brotherhood of Arms, and it's said that they went through at least 3 different versions of the game before settling on the final version. One of these versions was Team Fortress Invasion. 2 teams, alien and human, would do battle, with 9 classes for all modes and 1 extra for escort mode, a mode where one team would have to defend a VIP and another try to kill them. However, the final version of the game would be presented with a much less realistic art style, inspired by the works of artists such as Dean Cornwell, J.C. Leyendecker and Norman Rockwell. This final art style would only be publicly revealed in this 2006 EA Summer Showcase.
What's inside the orange box? The best game of all time. Brain melting offbeat genius. The deepest multiplayer game of the year. The orange box.
And then, 10th of October 2007, the Orange Box releases. A 3-game bundle including the new Portal, Half-Life 2, and of course, Team Fortress 2. Finally, the game was released, to generally wide praise from new and old players alike. The game was praised for a variety of reasons ranging from the unique art style to intuitive gameplay. But little did they know that gameplay wouldn't remain the same for much longer. April 29th, 2008, the first major TF2 update is released, the Gold Rush update. This update introduced an entirely new game mode, Payload, where Blue would have to push the payload cart and Red would attempt to stop them. This new update also introduced a new item system for unlocking new weapons, which, unbeknownst to Valve at the time, would soon become one of the game's most popular elements. Although it was not the weapons that made the new item system what it is today. May 21st, 2009. The Sniper vs Spy update is released, including balance changes, new weapons, a new promotional video, and of course, the first hats. Cosmetic items that could be used to customise the appearance of your classes. However, these hats wouldn't mean much until...
Soup can! Affirmative!
September 30th, 2010. the Manconomy update is released, which introduced a new way to buy and trade hats and weapons, taking the first step towards TF2's economy that we know today. But the game wasn't quite done there, and it would take one more little push to truly put TF2 on the map.
Freedom!
June 23rd, 2011. The community knew and expected a major update was coming, but I don't think they expected something quite this major. As I'm sure you're all aware, the Uber update not only introduced some new item sets, cosmetics, and a new Meet the Team video, but also opened the doors to tens of thousands of new players. How? Team Fortress 2 became free to play. This was not a bold step of finality on the TF team's part. Major updates would still frequently release, and an idea that had been brewing for a while would finally come to fruition. After years of build-up, hidden Easter eggs and little clues, August 15th, 2012, the Man vs. Machine update is released. It sees Red and Blue putting aside their differences to fight a common enemy, big, ugly robots. In-game, the new game mode proved a lot more successful than the TF team's other attempts at alternative game modes, likely because of a unique co-op style of play. But all that good couldn't go without at least some bad, but fans weren't expecting what actually came 4 years later. July 7th, 2016, the Meet Your Match update is released, introducing, among other things, a highly controversial, somewhat unreliable new matchmaking system, which many fans were less than pleased with, arguing that the quick play system that was previously in place to find games worked well enough and did not need a half-baked remake. However, this did not mean the TF team was done making good updates.
Please don't.
October 20th, 2017, the Jungle Inferno update is released. A long-awaited patch including a Pyro class update based on a voting period during Meet Your Match. The TF team had listened to fan suggestions and improved what needed to be improved, as well as introducing new weapons. And this new update was met to generally positive reception from the community. And so, here we are, 2018, and it seems like things are looking up for the community. We've had multiple patches recently, Valve are consistently fixing bugs as fast as they're discovered. What lies ahead is anyone's guess, but I think it's fair to say the game is in a pretty fair and balanced state at the moment. Oh, right. Never mind. Hello, thank you for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed the new sort of style. And if you'd like to see more, then you can just leave a like, comment down below that you'd want to see more, and maybe, maybe just subscribe. If you don't like the video, that's fine. Just know that I spent months on this, and so please like the video. Please, they won't let me go. Please like the video.